Just press in on the back of the door handle and grab it. Hello. Heading to the Hampton Inn?
Yes, please.
Alrighty.
First ride in the Tesla.
Hey, welcome to the future.
Right. Thank you, Elon Musk. What was your last petrol car?
Mini Cooper.
Mini Cooper, huh?
2-door, Turbo S. Until this thing, that was the most fun car I've ever had. Such a good vehicle.
Yeah, they're like deceptively fast.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and mine was specially tuned because I liked going to the track. I had it on Willow Springs International Raceway, all kinds of stuff. I put far too much money into that car, being young and single in the military.
Yeah. A lot of military people here.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, military town.
You're the third Lyft driver that's military.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had the wherewithal to do this while I was in the military. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even on my radar until after a year of being out.
Yeah. What was your job in the military?
I was a technician for the weapons and support equipment for the aircraft. So when I was aboard the aircraft carrier, I was part of the team that built the mines, missiles, bombs, and all that.
Sweet.
And on the shore, I was basically a mechanic working on the trailers and tugs that moved all the weapons around.
Yeah. Is this your side gig or your full-time gig?
Full-time.
Full-time?
I mean, essentially now it's kind of an accessory to my main job as a mechanic, but I do this enough that it's still full-time.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 3
driving
years.
a Tesla, bro. That's sacrilege.
I'm an EV mechanic.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, I've been working on cars for over a decade,
Yeah.
but now I'm in the EV space because, I mean, hey, that's where it's going.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that carry over, you know, like suspension and brakes and
Mm-hmm.
you know, general body structure, but the powertrain and the fuel source and all that's, and the software, that's a big thing. That's really different.
I've been looking to invest in a company that does EV, but you know, Tesla's like the only thing that like looks decent, you know. But
Tesla's the place everyone should be putting their money, and they're still far from realization.
yeah,
It's gonna look cheap in 10 years. At what, $200 a share right now?
yeah,
A lot of people get caught up in the hype of trying to like guess what the next Tesla company is going to be and invest there,
yeah.
when you could have just put that money in the actual Tesla company.
I mean, I like Tesla for Neuralink though. I like it for the solar. I like it for everything, including cars.
Oh yeah.
But like the stock is just the cars, so like I want everything.
No, the stock is entirely Tesla, including the upcoming humanoid robots, FSD.
You sure?
Neuralink is a different company. Neuralink's its own thing and it's private, just like SpaceX. I would invest in those if I could.
Oh hell yeah.
Starlink, especially the satellite service that SpaceX is putting up. But on the Tesla front, you have solar, battery production, autonomy, and then the humanoid robot that's going to be coming that'll displace everything.
Right?
Like no one's even thinking about the value implication of that humanoid robot. The numbers that could generate are probably too crazy to even talk about.
He's gonna single-handedly put a lot of people out of business. Manufacturing will hurt.
Actually, it'll be a while before, well, in the sense of, you know, humans being worried about losing their jobs, there's such a demand for labor that we'll still need more humans as we're also making humanoid robots. Because industry is expansive. With enough labor, the economy is essentially unlimited.
I'm a part of these Reddit groups and stuff where these 30-year-olds are just abandoning jobs for like moronic reasons though. So I disagree. I think because 30-year-olds don't want to work, they feel like they shouldn't have to work and pay taxes, that is going to push the whole robot thing, you know, to happen faster.
Well, that's another conversation entirely. The culture around being a working person now is really bad.
Yeah.
Especially with how much we need manufacturing jobs.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be the next software tech guy, but what we really need is more lithium refinement, you know, and sourcing materials. And eventually, especially with the help of the humanoid robots, we'll be able to get off Earth and actually move industry into space.
Yeah.
That's one way that you never have to worry about there not being jobs. But people not wanting to work, that's true. Yeah. That's a whole different monster.
You know, like at first I was like, this isn't real, but it's real. I don't participate, but like I'll watch and I read their posts. And it's crazy. It's insane. You know.
Technology moves fast. You blink, and then people are talking about the next crazy thing.
Yeah. So if you were giving like, it's about, hey, I have a 68 Stingray. Would you take it?
Oh, I would love to if I had the place for it. Where I live, I just don't have the garage space or anything.
Yeah.
I eventually want to build a 4-door 67 Impala.
Oh yeah.
My wife and I want to rebuild a VW bus.
Good luck finding one for cheap.
Yeah, I would love to get my hands on a 1972 Datsun S30, the Fair Ladies. I mean, there's some projects I'd love to work on. Yeah, that's a dime.
Yeah, good luck. I found a 71 Bug in Monterey, dude. Dirt cheap. It was like, I want to say it was like $3,000. I was like, I told my car, I was like, dude, let's go half on it. Let's go half on it. We could buy it and flip it in a day.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah, like people in Monterey, they just, you know, they got money, so they're like, don't get rid of it.
Just like throwing things aside.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, if you weren't an EV mechanic, would you still put the wear and tear on your Tesla doing this?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, this car has got about 150,000 miles on it in 3 years and has transported probably 30, 40,000 people.
Wow.
They're tough. I mean, when it comes to EVs, well-built EVs, I should say, you have so few moving parts in the powertrain that they can handle a lot more abuse. There's maybe 20 parts in the powertrain in this versus thousands in an ICE vehicle.
And is it hard to, like, those 20, 30 parts, like, if they do need repair, like, is it really expensive to, like, if someone were to come to you to have, you know, something worked on or whatever, does it cost a lot more than if you were getting a repair done on a regular car?
Depends on what broke on the regular car. I mean, as an example, I spent around $8,000 replacing my battery. Because
this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I knew, though, given the way I drive and the type of battery chemistry I have, that it was going to last about 140,000.
Mm-hmm.
So I was putting money aside for that. And in that same time, you know, the car has earned me well over 150,000. So that offset for 8,000 wasn't too bad. But that's comparable to, you know, a Kia transaxle and motor or something that my buddies had to replace on his car.
I have a Ford Fusion hybrid, and it's my first hybrid vehicle, and I have about almost 80,000 miles, and I just have no idea, like, what it's gonna look like when he just replaced the 12-volt battery because that died, but when my hybrid battery goes, I mean, but the transmission is fairly new. They wound up Ford put that in because I think there was a recall on it or something. I don't know, but I'm trying to debate on whether I should start preparing to get something else because I have no idea how long they're typically meant to last.
Yeah, and hybrid vehicles are a bit of a double-edged sword in that sense because you're carrying around two powertrains.
Mm-hmm.
So not only do you have the potential for your battery to go bad, which I think is around 3,000 to 4,000, but then you also have the, you know, longer wear and tear on your actual engine and transmission. And everything else that comes with it. With this, pretty much the only two big things that can break are the battery and the motor. The motors are said to go around 1 million plus miles. I mean, it hasn't really been enough time to really see that.
Right.
But the motors are they're bulletproof in so many ways. The only maintenance I really have on this, like operational maintenance, is tires.
Okay.
Even my brakes are still brand new at 145, 150,000 miles, which is insane.
Wow.
Because most of the braking that you're feeling is done by the electric motor. It's both accelerating and doing most of the stopping. Just like your hybrid should actually have a regen style braking. Yeah.
Yes.
This is like the ultimate version of that. It'll take you all the way down to a stop without really engaging your brake pads.
Yeah, okay.
Like the computer, like the AI, what it's seeing everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
In fact, since I picked you up, it's been autonomous.
Stop playing.
Or actually, that first, once we re-navigated to that right turn, because I didn't want it to go the weird way it was going, it's been self-driving. This blue is what shows you that it's in autonomy.
That's crazy.
So while we're discussing everything and talking about cars, it's been driving itself.
He's not touching the wheel. He's just hovering his head. He's not touching it, man.
I'm here just in case.
Wow.
I don't have to do the throttle, the brake, turn signals.
That's why he said the car has made $150,000.
You caught it. That's why when we were going down into that bridge with those cones, I was like, come on, get over. All it asks me to do is to apply weight to the wheel to show that I'm still here. It's what we in the community call the nag.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're still paying attention, right? There's a little camera up here watching me too from the car. That way, if I'm looking away too long, it'll yell at me and say, hey, pay attention to the road.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. We just need a house so we can plug it in. No.
Right.
Well, you would think. My wife and I both drive Teslas now, and we can't charge at home.
No.
We have to street park.
Oh. Okay.
So it's, in that sense, it's a lot like a gas station, except it doesn't stink and it's way cheaper.
Yeah.
And I mean, you get used to the time it takes, about 20 minutes to fill up.
Okay.
It doesn't take long enough that you'll really notice it after your first week with the car, especially because you can chill in the car, pull up some Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, or whatever. That 25 minutes is gone.
And how long does a full charge last? Like how many miles?
That depends on which model you get. Like the base model will do about 270 miles.
Okay.
My wife's SUV will do 320.
Okay.
The truck is supposed to get to 500. The more expensive Teslas do around 400.
Okay.
The long range version of this car does 350.
Is this the base model?
This is the base model, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't worry, it comes with a regular steering wheel.
Yeah.
I put this Yoke in aftermarket. This is kind of more video game style.
It looks like it. I thought that was standard. I was like, wow.
It's standard as an option in, well, that's kind of a funny way to say it. It used to be standard in the Model S and X. Now it's an option because people wanted a round wheel.
Uh-huh.
I loved the Yoke so much that the second it became possible to get it aftermarket, I put it in.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's great. The only other modification I made is this swivel mount, so I can actually move my screen.
Nice.
Because this is normally fixed in place.
Oh, okay.
And I like, just, it's ergonomically feels better to have it kind of toward me.
Mm-hmm. And then where your phone is, does that charge your phone?
Yeah, it's a wireless charger.
Nice.
Yep. The newer ones, mine is actually 6 months before. Did you get spooked by another car? What was that? So I was just looking to see. There was somebody that was racing up and then got over. So the system was like, hang on.
Oh, okay.
That was cool. But the newer Model 3s had USB-C type plugins back there. Mine still has USB-A.
Oh, okay.
I'm already out of date.
And what year is this?
This is a 2020.
Okay.
So do you have Tesla insurance or do you have like regular insurance?
I was tempted, but I've been with USAA for like over 10 years.
Yeah.
And they have been so good and so good to me that I don't see myself switching.
Okay.
Tesla insurance, though, is amazing and really competitive given the amount of information they can get directly from their cars. It's like you can actually, in real time while you're driving, raise and lower your premium based on how you're driving.
Sweet. Yeah, I've heard that.
It's pretty nutty.
Wow.
Trying to get a better grade on your driving.
Yeah, the safety score.
Yeah, the
Yes.
safety score, yeah.
I think that's a little aggressive, but hey, actually not bad.
Yes.
I chose the first entrance.
Is this us? This is Lee Court?
This is Lee Court. We just came in through like a different
Oh, okay.
entrance.
I see.
I'm gonna take over.
You should have
here.
sat here, babe, so you could have saw. He didn't do nothing.
He's all
Oh, it
just
did all
diving
that?
in.
He didn't do shit.
Yeah, I typically just drive like the parking lot stuff because it's.
You lazy motherfucker.
Oh, is it left or right? Is it
This side.
the left side? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, you're not wrong.
I'm impressed, bro. That's amazing.
Definitely a fun conversation starter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need my car.
And he's an enthusiast, so this made his day.
Hell yeah, happy to hear it.
I need my car down a little good so I can get a Tesla now.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure, guys.
You have a
So
good
just
day.
hold the button here at the top and push the door. There you go.
Tesla open.
Yeah. One day.
All right, have a good evening.
Thank you. You too. That was awesome. I'm sad that my forward cab my cabin camera was dead. That was good. They were a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was one of the better FSD reveals I've had in a while, and another successful trip. So, heck yeah. I mean, I'm hesitant. I could have chose manually the original route I wanted, but I just wanted to wait till we got to that right turn for it to shift a route to a different direction, because it was going to go a really weird way that didn't make any sense. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that being a success or a failure. I'd love to know your feedback. I'm probably gonna just, that might be a DQ because I didn't activate the system soon enough, and I don't feel like being too biased in favor, so probably best to just leave that one out. But thanks again for the view, guys. Take care.